What's up, everybody? It's me, Feather. Welcome to Get Feathered. It is time for Gemini Deep Dive. That's right. You never know what you're going to get from me. I'm Feather. Come on in, pull up a chair, like, share, subscribe, join the tribe. Let's have some fun. Thumbs up if you're here during the live. Click the live chat button down below and come say hello to me. I love talking to you. It doesn't matter where Gemini is at in your chart or if you're a cross watcher for Gemini. For those of you that don't know me, I'm Feather. I'm a success and wellness coach. I pull tarot cards, talk about a situation, give you some clarity and some opinions. It's up to you on whether or not it resonates. It's not going to resonate every time, and it's not going to resonate 100% most times. If you would like a more in-depth reading according to what's going on with you in your situation, you can get on my schedule by clicking the links in the description or pinned at the top of the chat to get a private session with me. Now, let's talk. Gemini, let's talk. I heard let's talk. So that's probably going to be the title of this. I heard it pretty loud, so there may be somebody that wants to talk to you or somebody you're wanting to talk to specifically about a situation. Let's drop into the reading screen. What happened there? Okay, what happened there? Don't know. So let's talk. Let's go off of that. Fred. Let's for Gemini deep dive, let's talk is what I heard. Let's go off of that. Could be dealing with a Pisces. Don't have to be. This is something that you let go of at some point. Well, there's the let's talk right there in the present moment. But the person that you're dealing with, I got Gemini energy, so they see you. All right. So this was something that was let go of. Now, this person may have had other options. They may have had to choose work life or work over this connection. They may have been just busy building their own finances. Yeah, well, it looks like there's a possible repair happening here, moving into the future of this. Okay, I've got strong Cancer, strong Aries, Aquarius. I've got strong Gemini, strong Pisces. We're just reading the majors, okay, as far as signs go. I'm just reading the majors right now. So it looks like there's potentially moving into the future pathway. There's definitely been something let go of here. You both were too burdened by this. Maybe work life, money came between the two of you. And we're going to have to go in a little deeper on some of these elements. But what I see is that, you fully let this person go. Emotionally speaking, you didn't, apparently it was painful and stressful at some point in the past with this person. You're both kind of showing up saying this was painful. Possible betrayals, lies, deceit, anything the Ten of Swords can be. It could be limiting beliefs. It could be self-doubt. It could be jealousy. It could be envy. It could be all sorts of stuff. Whatever that ish is, you released it in a way that didn't wound you or no longer hurt you. Okay. So you're in an energy now currently of, how about let's talk? I'm open to talking and communicating. I know a lot more than I used to know. I would like to address some things with you. I think this person is really just busy right now in their life, working on their finances, creating something. Their back currently is not, well, their back is towards you. And there's no one taking a leap of faith here. So it's like if they come towards you, you'll talk to them. You may have reached out to try and communicate with them, but they're busy. Okay? What they're busy with is probably work, probably money. And I don't see this moving towards anything yet. Aries season may have been very important. Like you may have reached out to them during Aries season or Gemini season. So let's go in a little bit deeper and find out what the catastrophe was between the two of you. You said you weren't going to allow it to affect you. And I'm sure it did at some point, but maybe it's been that long that it just didn't. There's the Nine of Swords. There's the Knight of Swords reverse. There's the Temperance reverse. Just couldn't get it together. There was a lot of impatience here. There was a lot of freaking yourself out, sleepless nights, panic, chaotic behavior on your part. Now, please remember, it's a general reading, so I might be reading their energy. Play it for how it resonates. But I get Sagittarius energy out of this. But I see that there was just so much stress. Maybe a lot of arguments, a lot of disagreements. And you may not have... You may have passed this up with this person or tried to repair this with this person, but there was so much stress and overwhelm here that it's like you just really couldn't get it together, or you couldn't repair things. Maybe you couldn't forgive this person for some lies or some shit that went down. Okay, that's pretty specific, but there was a lot of impatience, a lot of insecurity. Okay, so you passed this up. Where did that go? So you took a loss on this one. You passed this up because there was possibly lies, lack of communication, or just chaotic in and out where you couldn't balance this out with this person. So this person may have been in and out of your life. They may have had more than one person. You may have found out that you were a third party here for some of you, and you chose to go the high route and let this go. You released it. You may have been in the you may have been in the process of trying to repair. I'm not really getting anything other than repair things with this person. But you chose to let it go. Like, nah, I just got to let this go. I'm not trusting this person. I'm not believing what they say. They're in and out, on again, off again. I can't really trust their behaviors or how they're speaking to me. It's like I can't. You know, how are you supposed to balance with somebody heart-to-heart communications and a true blending with someone when they're either telling lies or they're all over the place and you don't know what the hell they're doing? Like, I gotta let this go. So you're standing in your power as a Queen of Swords. You're very ushy squishy underneath it all, but you are going to protect yourself at all costs. So you are looking towards the future. You know what you want, and you're willing to communicate with this person if they come towards you. Some of you may have already acted upon that communication where you reached out to this person, but I don't see him reaching back. Not in present moment. I see you as a Queen of Swords. You may have had to, in the past, act on your behalf to let this person go. Because they weren't behaving right. They weren't showing up properly. Lies, deceit, betrayal. It's been a while. I feel like you've already healed from this connection. But you're willing to communicate with them if they communicate back. I don't see that happening. Okay. I do see that there was love here at some point. This was a very intense connection for the both of you. For this person, they're showing me that this was a very intense, for both of you actually. The Lovers is out here twice. So it looks like this is a very intense connection on many levels: spiritual, sexual, emotional, mental. It looks like this was a very intense connection at some point, and it just couldn't bond with this person, couldn't blend with this person. Some of you I don't see this as a mutual agreement to separate. I see this as one person being extremely emotional about this connection and one person just flirting with it. So it's like very intense connection, undeniable attraction, but one person is flirting and just, barely taking action, willing to explore, but the other person is emotionally unavailable or married or emotionally overwhelming. So you may have been like, one of you was very fun and happy-go-lucky. The other one was like an emotional burden, like always burdened with emotions and always distraught and always upset. I don't know which one. You figure out who is who in that, but I don't know. For some reason, it just worked. You blended well together at some point in the past, but I believe maybe it became too much, too overwhelming emotionally, or this person checked out, or you both just decided that it was just too difficult to keep this going with the lies and the betrayals and the difficulties here. I think you've tried multiple times with this person, multiple over the years, to improve things here. And if you feel like you can't trust this person, or you feel like they're emotionally void, you both have to choose this connection. A connection, a true love pair or a lover's connection. Those are going to be really intense, really powerful draw towards one another. Intense, insane chemistry on many levels. So I don't see in the current energy nothing happening. Nothing. I do see that you are willing to return to this. So we look at, I'm looking at repairs happening. Is this a possible repair moving into the future? Is this caution? Possible repair? Get me another deck out here. So, let's look at their midline. No, I don't see this person offering anything solid, anything stable. I don't even seeing them moving in your direction. Nothing. I see this person benefiting by something they're doing in their life. It's what I felt in the energy. So they're busy working on themselves, working on their finances, really putting their effort into what they're doing in the 3D. This is not somebody I feel like you're communicating with. I feel like you're wanting to talk to this person. The only thing that bothers me with that is, are you waiting for this person to come back around? Because I don't see you moving on. You're saying you've healed, but you're not moving on. Okay. So it's like a part of you is ready to move on. A part of you is not. Why am I laughing? Because we get stuck in that. You are saying that you want a new connection. If this doesn't work out, you'll move on. How long hasn't it moved on? You've already released it. You've already called it a loss. So I have a couple things that are bothering me with that energy. It's like, oh yeah, I've moved on. No, you haven't. You've released it. You've released the emotional pain from it. I don't know if you've fully forgiven this person or yourself, because you are still very guarded. So you're going to block a lot of things coming towards you. You're still very defensive and guarded. But there's nothing wrong with that, because you do say you are looking towards the future and you know what you want. Okay, that's good. But you haven't moved on emotionally. This is where there's a hang up here for you. You're wanting to rebuild with this person. You're wanting for this person to come back. You're waiting for this person to come back. That could cause emotional stagnancy. That can cause emotional pain and heartbreak if you are waiting for someone. It's like you've got your foot in the past and your foot towards the future. Like, if things don't work out with this person, I'll move on. My heart space will move on. I'll move on. It takes people sometimes a while after an ending to reclaim their mental faculties. And I believe this one took you down. It took you outside of yourself. It took you to a crazy, chaotic place inside of your brain. And having to come back to center, to self, and like, oh my God, I can't believe I done some of that crazy ass shit. Why did I behave that way? Why did I say those things? Why did I behave that way? You were impatient. Your mind was chaos. There looks like a lot of insecurities, a lot of bad behavior on your part or somebody else's. And I believe it was your part. I believe it took you, a lot of times we get hurt by someone and we go down a really rough road. Whether or not we act upon those things that we think, some people do, some people don't. So I believe you've finally released that person, but the energy is clearing up for you. In that, in the future, moving into the future over the next couple months, it looks like if it doesn't work out with this person, then you'll move on. But what does that mean for you? What does that mean exactly? Because you're lying to yourself in some way. Okay? I need you to see the truth in this for yourself. Why are you waiting for this person to return? What is this? Did this person ghost you? Okay. You're still in the confusion. You're trying to act badass, but you're not badass. Okay. There's the Queen of Wands reverse. So you still have some resentments and some angers and some frustrations. Yeah. So you're trying to be a badass. You're trying to be a tough badass. You're trying to be a true Queen of Swords. But the reality is you're in repair. You're in healing mode for yourself. So you are single. You're saying you let it all go, but you haven't. You haven't. You're wanting to be a badass, but you're lying to yourself. So don't lie to yourself, because you're lying to yourself, you're lying to everybody else, but you're not lying to the universe. The universe is like, you can lie to anybody and everybody, but you can't lie to me. You can try and look like you are tough and that you have moved on. And yes, that relationship may be gone, but you energetically are saying that you have not moved on. In fact, you don't want to tell anybody that you can't get this person off your mind. In fact, you keep it hidden. You keep it to yourself. You don't tell anybody. You act badass and you tell people, oh yeah, I've moved on. I cut this motherfucker out of my life and I'm thinking about positive future. I want new. No, you're wanting this person back. And you're wanting them back in a big way. Because you can't get them off of your mind. Could be a Cancer for some of you. And I just need you, if you want to acknowledge this. Because when we acknowledge and we own it, that is our truth. Yeah. Things might turn out differently for you. Number one, you may be able to balance yourself a lot sooner. You may be able to allow this to happen in a better way. Were you a third party? Or are you still pissed off at this person? Because I think you have a problem forgiving this person for whatever they did. For some of you, that's what you can't forgive them for, or you can't forget what they did to you. There's anger and resentment there. That'll hold you back too. I don't want you to be held back if you truly do want to move on. If you truly do want to leave this in the past and you want to move on. What is your truth today? Because it's like you open with one thing. You tell me who you are and that you see things clearly, but then you go right back into the shit that you said you've already overcome. Now, is this a repetitive cycle of this? They come back, you work things out, shit goes south. They come back, shit goes wrong, things go south. Is this a repetitive cycle that I'm seeing here? You're waiting for them to return, they return, and then the same shit happens again? I think you're better off alone than dealing with this mind fuck from whomever this Lovers card is. The Lovers is out here 3 times. Just because they're a soulmate. Just because they're a soulmate does not mean it's okay to stay stuck in patterns that are very unhealthy for you. This would be a situation where you need to know your worth above all else. Okay? And if you see this pattern, you won't allow it to happen again. I think you've already healed from this person once. If they come back, is it going to happen again? But you have to be really, truly understanding this time that this isn't going to work out. Like you have to understand that you don't want it to work out. Because it's a pattern here. You could be dealing with somebody who is just a lover. Just a lover, just a friend. Somebody who is in and out of your life and they don't stick around. There's no glue because they're not offering you any glue. It's about their own financial success. You going to do this again? Repeat this pattern? Because it looks like they're willing to come back and try again, but nothing improves. Let's talk about this. Yeah. There we go. So, I think you already know this pattern, or you're recognizing it now. That when this person comes back, they don't take actual action. They don't offer you any love. Things don't really go fully in. Like it doesn't go all in. This is a person who doesn't go all in. They just come back and they invest some, but they don't fully invest. They don't take that full leap of faith, which keeps it as a friendship. I think you're saying here that in the future, you might just ghost this person or leave this person on red because you've recognized this pattern. But there are some of you, you're stuck in this pattern. So it's like you got to recognize this pattern with this person. Sorry, I had to pull my pants up. So you may be stuck in this pattern with this person, and you may be in the process trying to recognize this pattern. It's happened before, okay? And multiple times, and there's so much pain and so much overwhelm. That's a lot. And no wonder it leaves you feeling batshit crazy because you have no fucking idea of what's going on. Because this person is playing mind games with you. Maybe possibly manipulation, but it definitely leaves you confused, wondering what the is happening here. Like, am I seeing this right? Is this really happening? Yeah, we're lovers. Yeah, we're friends, but nothing more improves, or what is this? You know, because it's your pattern with this person. Now, I haven't seen the devil out here, but there's lovers here 3 times. So there could be other people. I don't see that there's other people involved. There could be other people involved. What I'm seeing is you are lovers. There is a deep connection there, or a connection, a spiritual, soulful connection, if you will. But I don't think either one of you fucking recognizes it. Not really. They may think that you're their one, their soulmate. You both may. You may have in the past. But you're showing me here that you're not going to be somebody's option. Sing, and I love that. Because you're saying we can be friends. This is you've got to move away from this. You've been stuck in this for a while. I think you really are trying to move on from this. I think you're trying to leave this behind, and I think that you're going to, it looks more like we can be friends, just friends, only friends, just friends, only friends, that's it. That you're moving on because you know this isn't going to work out. I don't believe you're interested in investing in this anymore because it looks like you've been lied to, deceived, or ghosted. And you're not wanting to deal with this manipulation anymore, these mind games, or being put as a third party, as a third person for some of you. You're like, no. I think some of you might end up pissed off that this person, you might find out this person is lying to you, or you might be realizing that they've lied to you and manipulated you many times. And there you are. That's what leaves you in the 4 of Cups. You're discontent. You're unhappy. They put you as an option, or they don't choose you. Well, you're telling me here in the beginning, you've already chosen yourself. You're getting right with Jesus and yourself. You're getting real with yourself here as the Queen of Swords for some of you. Some of you have your foot still in the past, moving towards the future. So this is like, it may take a little longer for you to work through this, but it is looking like you're working through this. Because this person, I don't even know if this person is single, to be honest. I don't even know if they're single, to be honest. So that you might find out that they are dating somebody else or that they're married or something. Which is why they can't fully invest. But others of you, it's like they can't stand on their own 2 feet. They need other people to help them out. Maybe they're going through a financial, stressful time and they don't really have much to offer you. There's this Chariot here is finally moving on to a new relationship. And I don't know, for most of you, it looks like you're moving on to new relationships. So it looks like this is moving towards something else after an attempt to reconcile. Give me just a second. We'll find out a little bit more. What is this 9 of Coins for your person in the future? Yeah. So, 10 of Swords. Man, like, that's the problem. They may want a relationship with you, and they may want something stable with you, like we're a full-time friends with benefits, or we can live together long term, but no love. So it looks like this person may return in the near future, within the next couple months, to, because right now it looks like they're really working on work right now, really working on their own investments, their own projects, things like that, like working. Which is why you're saying the door is open if you want to talk. If you come to me straight, correct, and right, or there will be all ties severed. But I'm willing to hear you out. And I don't think anybody's making an actual move in the current energy. So over the next couple months, it looks like you're willing to hear this person out if they were to come back. You're kind of still stuck in this energy. I think it's because you're doing your healing and you're reconciling all of this shit in your mind, because this may have made you crazy mental, and you're just trying to get your shit back together mentally, because you were in such chaos and confusion trying to figure out what this was or where this was headed or what they wanted with you. That's enough to drive anybody insane. And it looks like there was some insanity that could have ensued in the recent past on your side of the fence. And that could have just simply been like, you blew the fuck up at this person. You gave them the what for, and they went out the door. You know, it ended at some point in the past. So here's the 10 of Swords. It looks like an ending here in the near future, because this person may offer you a commitment of some sort, but they're holding back the emotion, or they're holding back the love. So it's like, do you want a full-time friends with benefits? Hey, Gemini. I'm available. Would you like a full-time friends with benefits? And I think that's what's going to be the nail in the coffin on this one. So it looks like a potential reconciliation with this person going out about 3 months, between now and the next 3 months. Some of you may have already done this. Others of you, it looks really a lot like this is to come. It's predictive. Of course, you get to choose what the hell you do. Whether or not you want to go around with this person again, fine. Whether or not you do or do not is your business. I'm just showing what's in the energy, and you can change that at any time. But what I'm getting here is that this is going to be devastating. I think this is going to be devastating. I think this is the 10 Swords. This is going to be the final blow, the end of the end. Bare minimum. pop back in. Yeah. All right. So you're going to recognize it. And then that's you moving on. So it looks like you're moving on to a new relationship after a potential renewal or an attempt at renewing something with this person. So onwards to new negotiations with new soulmates. You know, if this person and you are soulmates, okay, high level soulmates, deep soulmates, true love, whatever, it's not up to you to make this motherfucker and you work out. That's heavy burden. That's a lot of stress. If it doesn't flow properly and it doesn't move easily, will there be issues? Yeah. But I'm getting major flow problems with this person. The emotions are stunted or not there. How is this supposed to flow between you and this person? I love you, Pinky. Thank you so much for saying that. My daughter does too. She created that. So, the thumbnail. So we're going to do, since it is the year of the dragon, we're going to be doing dragon thumbnails for a while. It was very fitting. There's a lack of flow in this connection that I don't like. And I think that's your problem too. Because it makes you feel like, who am I? What am I to you? What am I to you? Tell me, darling, true. To me, you are the sea, fast as you can be, deep the shade of blue. So you have deep emotions for this person. This person doesn't give a fuck about you. Other than to be maybe a friends with benefits or a full-time casual companion. I'm not saying that can't work out for some of you, but with you being felt like it's just not enough. If it's not enough, it's not enough. And your heart is so ready to find a place to love. The chariot, the chariot, the chariot, 3 times. The lovers, the lovers, the lovers. Okay? So there's a big choice here. This person has to choose this lover's connection. This is a deep soulmate, deep soul bond. Yes, you are correct. By the way, that was Nora Jones. If I didn't say it before, Nora Jones is awesome. And that was What Am I to You? You may want to listen to it. If I can remember, I'll put it on a channeled music playlist for us. This is, to me, you are the sea, vast as you can be, deep the shade of blue. To this person, you have deep emotions for them, and they don't give a fuck. Or they're not empathetic. They're not emotionally there. They're very avoidant when it comes to emotions. So you may be dealing with somebody who is totally avoidant. Can you live with that the rest of your life? Because there's no emotional flow here. That song, if you listen to Nora Jones, What Am I to You? You'll probably cry your eyes out, by the way, which is awesome. I love blues. I love jazz. I love blues. And she's got an amazing voice. Listen to it. So I believe that you are realizing that this isn't going to work out. So this person may just show up unannounced and offer you something, and I don't know, between now and 3 months, you may try several times to repair things with this person before you're finally like, I give up. I give up. How many times did Christ get nailed on the cross? Once? Because it was enough, okay? It was brutal. It was horrible. It was awful. It was enough, right? The man said, I've had enough. So this is you saying, I've had enough. But I have a feeling there are a few of you that are going to attempt this multiple times between now and 3 months. And then I believe it finally, you're going to have enough. Finally, it's going to sink in. This is a fucking pattern. Here I am again, sitting in the 4 of Cups, which I've been at before, and I'm not going to allow myself to get crazy about this. I'm not going to allow myself to get insane about this and behave the way I did last time. This person may do this on purpose for some of you, in case you didn't know. But last time, you let it go. You chose yourself. You chose to call this a loss. This time, I think that you might end up telling this person that you're better off as friends and that you're better off single. And I think that you're going to haul ass away from this because I think you're going to recognize the manipulation this time around. At some point, you're going to realize that this isn't the person for you. They have a tendency to offer you one thing and not the other. They have a tendency to bring you in some sort of offer or promise, but there's no emotions behind it. There's no sincerity. There's no emotions. And that right there is going to do it. You're like, oh, you're 7 of Cups again. Oh, or 7 of Pentacles. Oh, you're doing the same thing again. My. Okay. And that's the Magician. That's the disappearing act. That's when they offer you something and they disappear again. They offer you something and they're gone again. Or they offer you one thing and not the other. And that's when you see the truth. You finally see it for what it truly, truly is with the Sun here. And you're hauling ass away from this. And that's you moving towards a new soulmate. Because when you're calling in soulmates, you're going to always call in soulmates. We're all souls mates. But this was an intense soulmate. And I believe that somebody in this had a lesson to learn. This could have been a spiritually needed to happen thing. I'm not really seeing karma. I am seeing patterns. I am seeing a soul bond or a soulmate connection. Something about dignity. Dignity. Something about dignity. Does this person respect your dignity? Is this person dignified? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Do you hold yourself with dignity? Dignity. Like dignity, poise, class. I feel like that is something that's very important here. You're two totally different people. Maybe this go round you're going to see it and you're finally going to move on and say, no, we're just friends. I'm better off single, independent, and free and enjoying my freedom. I do appreciate you though, sir or ma'am. It's like you don't have to be rude and ruthless to this person. Just hold yourself in, be a classy bitch or bastard, whomever you are. Be classy about it. Be like, look, thank you, but no thank you. I really would prefer remaining friends and going my own way. Thank you. Thank you. Which allows you to let go of so much heaviness and so much pain that you've carried for quite some time. And in a soul bond like this, you both got to choose this shit. And if you feel so deeply for this person and this person's not showing up with any emotion, they're just kind of playing or flirting or, we'll see where this goes. No, bitch, we're not going to see where this goes because I, as a chariot, am in control of my heart. I'm in control of my fucking emotions. And I know who I am and I know what I want. And what I want is full love and respect from someone that is capable of same. If that is you, cool. If not, cool. I won't play with you in your playground any longer. You're moving. You're moving away from this. And you're both moving away from this. How do I know it's away? Because of what you're telling me over here. You're independent. You're independent. And the Ten of Swords says this person is laying down some sort of painful... This person is doing something, again, that's a part of a pattern. I believe it's this person's pattern. But you allow it. However, you are recognizing this pattern. So congratulations, because it's about to be, if you allow it to be, this next go round will be the same shit you dealt with before. So are you stronger than this? Yes. Can you take control of this? Yes. Can you move away from this and avoid a catastrophe? Yes, you can. Because this shit back here was catastrophe. Now, if you want to go around again with this person, so be it. It looks like you're going to be more single, independent, and free. Getting something from this person, but not much. Same as usual. So, it looks like a new soul bond here. I got some questions, and I got just a couple minutes, so I'm going to ask. Okay, so some of you may be going through a divorce or separation. Some of you a divorce. Some of you, this person is going to want to see you face to face. It's a conversation for sure that's going to be had, which is right here, that 10 swords. Where you turn it down, where you realize this person has done nothing but treat you unfairly or unkind, or that that you are two different people, and that this is an unfair or unbalanced connection. Totally. So some of you again are going through divorce or separation, and that is what's going on here. But I see you dropping this shit like a bad habit, because I believe it was a bad habit. Your commitment is not to this person anymore. So I believe this is you coming to tell this person, or during a conversation, you let this person know. Yeah, there you are, Emperor. You let this person know. As the Chariot, you know who you are. It may take some of you a little longer to get there, but you're going to take control of the situation. This looks like a situation that has been like round and fucking round, round and round and round and round and round and round it goes. Every time, it's like you continually go back to this person. You continually take this person back. You continue, and you have the door open to talk to them right now. Do you think that's right? I just want you to talk to yourself about this. Do you really think that's fair to you? Do you really think that's what you should be doing? This is all on you. This is your choice. You always have a choice. But we have major movement, major forward movement. And I believe the Emperor is you on all three of those chariots, ready to take action. So you may be masculine, but sometimes we have to pull in our masculinity within ourselves. We have to be the boss. We have to be the big boss. We have to make that executive decision, and we have to take action like an emperor does to take charge of our heart space and say, no, I totally deserve more than this. And actually do it with class. I totally deserve more than this. Like, be the James Bond of this bitch. You know what I'm saying? Straighten up your tie, your little cute little bow tie, and be like, no, I deserve so much more than this. Thank you, though. I appreciate you. I'll see you around. Ta-ta. And then zoom off in your fucking Porsche, or, Porsche 911, or your Corvette Stingray, or whatever the hell it is, So I see this not going down very well in the future if you do cycle back through this again. Because a lot of you are dealing with somebody who shows up saying one thing or offering you one thing, and then they don't give you nothing else. They don't take action, or they puss out, or they bail out on you. And I don't care if this person feels like you're the Queen of fucking Sheba, or that you're their everything. How are they showing it? You know, are they really showing up for you in the relationship? That's all I give a fuck about. I don't want y'all to sit there and meander back through another fucking 10 of swords, 10 of wands if you don't freaking have to. You know what I mean? So see the truth in the situation, because that's what's really your energy is calling for you to do. And I see that you already got away from it once. You've already healed and repaired yourself from it once, at least once. So are you really opening that door for this person? Are you really leaving that door open for this person? Go ahead. You might do it again and again over the next 3 months. That's true for some of you. Anyway, like, share, subscribe. Join the tribe. I'll see y'all around real soon. I'll see y'all back here in a few minutes, actually, because I'm going to be doing the Cancer deep dive. So if y'all have Cancer in your chart, or if you're cross-watching for Cancer, which there was a lot of Cancer energy there, I'll see y'all back in a few minutes. I'm going to take a little break, and then I'll be back today in just a few minutes to do the Cancer deep dive. All right? Like it, share it, subscribe it. Thank you for your donations of love and your requests for readings with me. Get on my schedule. Until next time, namaste.